What's up, everybody? I wanted to take you really quickly through this super fun meal and show you some more of the importance of learning to track macros. So it's something I talk about constantly. Thank you if you're noticing my workout hair. I at least try to put it down for you guys, not leave it all sweaty on the top of my head. So I wanted to just show you guys this super fun meal. It's like a rendition of a childhood favorite, but done in a healthier manner. So you don't have to give up everything that is delicious. You don't have to just eat plain chicken and rice and stop seasoning your foods and stop eating fun things. If you learn how to track your macros, then, or even just being mindful of nutrition labels and what is in your food, you can still eat fun things. So I want to show you, I'm even risking my lunch getting cold because I just wanted to share with you guys how fun is this. So this is a little baby pizza that I made, and it's crispy. It smells so good. These are buffalo chicken nuggets. And then of course, always when I eat foods like this, I just want to make sure that I have some kind of vegetable. So I have a bunch of carrots and broccoli and cauliflower in there. But doesn't this look like naughty? Does this look like, Olivia, you're a health and fitness person, you shouldn't eat foods like that? Skirt. Time out. Pump the brakes. Rewind it back. We love food like that. I love food. And that is why I think that I do what I do, is because I want to share that with other people, that you can love food and not let it be the thing that holds you down from reaching your goals and becoming a healthier human being. Because I get it. I super get it. I love food that tastes delicious. I love bad foods. But also, I love being fit. I love being healthy. I love feeling good. That's number one. So let me show you guys really quick. The crust for my pizza are these Joseph's Pita breads. I've only ever found them at Walmart, so I don't know where else you can get these. But the macros on these for one pita: 60 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and 6 proteins. So really good macros. I'm not saying this is the pita you have to use, but yet again, if you're gonna make a healthy pizza, just turn around and look at the macronutrient profile of the breads that you wanna use. So what I do is I give it a quick spray with some olive oil cooking spray. I sprinkle some garlic salt on the top and bottom of it, and then I put it in my air fryer for a little bit until it gets nice and crispy, so that when I put the stuff on top of it and then put it in the air fryer, it's not soggy. So I like to get it crispy first and then top it with my stuff. So I'm literally topping it with some ragu margarita. I put it on the scale and weighed it out the first time, and then I'm just pretty certain I used about the same amount the second time. But a whole serving is 62 grams, and I only put 30 grams on this little pita here. So 3 carb, 1 protein, 0.5 fats, and only 3 sugars in this one. So if you are looking for pizza sauces or spaghetti sauces, my one tip for you is to be mindful of the sugar content of what it is that you're buying, because these sauces tend to be fairly sugary because they add, obviously, sugars to make it delicious. So I put in 30 grams, I think it was like 12 calories and all the macros. And then I topped it with normal cheese. So there's nothing super spectacularly healthy food, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, didn't go out of my way to buy dairy-free cheese, which if you're dairy-free, you could make this a dairy-free pizza and it would be even better. So I just used normal good old Walmart pizza blend cheese. I did only use 1 serving. So I put it on a scale and I weighed out 28 grams of cheese, and it was the perfect amount. So per serving, it's 90 calories, 6 fats, 1 carb, 7 proteins. I did, for this one, so I put my sauce on it. I put 14 grams of cheese, so half of it down first. And then I put on my pepperonis. Truthfully, I was on the hunt for some turkey pepperoni, and I know you could get them everywhere, but I was at the Walmart. I didn't want to go to 16 different stores. So I just looked for my best option with where I was. Do the best with what you have. Tips from OG. I got the all natural cured pepperoni. This one says no nitrates added, no preservatives, gluten-free, no MSG, no added hormones. Those buzzwords really appeal to me. Don't know if they do for you. The serving size here is 9 slices or 28 grams. I only used 5 slices because that's what fits on the pizza and I don't want them overlapping in that many pepperonis. 5 is enough for me. So if you ate all 9 slices, that's 10 fats, 1 carb, and 6 protein. So obviously I dialed it back a little bit to not have 10 fats. I would prefer turkey pepperoni because it is even less fats, and then you can eat your fats somewhere else than in 5 pepperonis, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So it's not bad, just mindful. Then I topped it with the rest of the 14 grams of cheese because I didn't want the pepperonis flying around the air fryer, because that's what happens the first time I made it, and it really made me annoyed. So I put the cheese on top to weigh them down so they didn't fly around the air fryer. So moral of this story is trial and error. Maybe when you try to make something healthy rendition, you don't like it the first time, but give it a try, because how do you know how to make it better if you didn't try it in the first place? Weigh your food out. Don't be scared of that. Put it on the scale. It's still cheese. Super sorry you had to dial it back to 28 grams, but 1 serving of cheese is definitely enough cheese. And then finally, the Nuggies. I found these also at the Walmart. Don't know where you shop, but clearly that's where I go. They are gluten-free buffalo bites. I think I really was drawn to these because they say fully cooked breast meat, and there's no added hormones, no preservatives. The ingredients, let me read it to you. Chicken breast, water, rice starch, and sea salt. And then it's breaded with rice flour, yellow corn flour, cornstarch, sea salt, spices, all kinds of spices. So I was really drawn to the ingredients more so than I was drawn to the fact that they're gluten-free, but they're actually quite delicious. They're buffalo, but they're not buffalo-y, you know what I mean? They're not like spicy, but they are delicious. I've been putting them in wraps, but this time I just wanted some with my pizza to like bring back that feeling of Nuggies and pizza in one meal, like you did when you were in high school and junior high. If you have 5 Nuggies, that's 8 fats, 9 carbs, and 16 proteins. So it's a great way to add 16 grams of protein to your pizza dish and not feel bad about it. And then of course, some vegetables on the side. I legitimately just threw these in the microwave and then poured some on the side. So it's not that hard to eat your vegetables, especially if you buy freezer bags of vegetables. It makes life so easy. So I just wanted to share with you guys this fun little meal to show you that it is not all boring and chicken and rice and broccoli. So thanks for tuning in, and see you next time for some more food tips with OG. I almost forgot to include the best part about this meal, the macros. This whole thing is 22 grams of carbs, 22 grams of fat, and then like I said, if you do include the turkey pepperoni and then even swap out the cheese for like a low-fat mozzarella, not that it needs to be lower fats, but for a lot of people 22 grams of fat is knocking out a good portion of their fats. But for people that do have a hard time getting to their recommended fat numbers, that would be great to get there. 22 grams of fat and 32 grams of protein between these Nuggies and this little pizza here. That's a pretty big chunk of protein also that people have a very hard time knocking out. So it is high on the fat spectrum if your fat intake needs to be lower, but there are ways to make it lower. But otherwise, it's not too shabby there, neighbor. Hello? Maybe. Can you see it? Oh, kinda. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're in it. 22 carbs, 22 fats, and 32 proteins. Now enjoy.